Hi guys, Traveling Ted here. This is Friday 27th of March, day 11, since it basically got serious. Okay, so in this country we have, right, first of all, I wanted to actually make it a bit positive today, but just been looking at the news and everything, and it's, well, do you know what? I think I'm just going to give my honest thoughts, right? Um, because now it's kind of starting to get a little bit scary. Okay, so in this country, right, we have three people at the head of the battle to make this coronavirus, go away, to abate it, whatever. We have Boris Johnson, Prime Minister. We have his government minister for health, um, Mr. Hancock, Matthew Hancock, Mark Hancock. No, escapes me. But the main government minister for health, in charge of all the hospitals, the health, everything like that. And lastly, we have the chief medical officer for the whole of Great Britain. Yeah, the chief scientific guy. So these three guys regularly are providing press conferences, updates about what's going on. So about lunchtime today, it was announced that Boris Johnson had tested positive. Wow. Then an hour later, it was announced that the Minister for Health had also tested positive. Wow. And then finally, the Chief Medical Officer for Great Britain announced that he was exhibiting symptoms and he was going to self-isolate himself. So how do we look at that? We look at the three people who are leading the battle, telling us what to do, advising us and everything, and they fall victim to it. I have no idea how they got it. But there's a little bit of irony going on here that were they practicing social distancing? Were they washing hands? Were they doing everything they can to protect themselves? I mean, you would have thought that, okay, I know these guys had to meet a lot of people. I know they have to meet a lot of people. But you would have thought that somehow they'd be ultra protected. So there you go. So I think that's going to put a little bit of a dent in the confidence of a lot of people. Still being positive, but it's a little bit. And then we look at the news tonight. You look at Italy, whatever it is, almost 1,000 more deaths in one day. Then you look at Spain, 700 plus deaths in one day. Then you look at France. Then you hear about America. And you see Donald Trump signing his $2 trillion package to support America, which is great, but making a joke about it. How can you make a joke when people are dying, people are losing their lives? And also, how can you make a joke when, with all your China this, China that, blah, 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 it turns out, mate, that your country is the worst prepared out of everybody, and now you have more infections than China. How did that happen? Oh yes, because you didn't take it seriously. That is why. The same as our Prime Minister as well. Well, no. No, he did take it seriously, but he was more like, come on guys, can we stop going out? Please stop going out. Whereas he should have just said, that's it. Stop, cut off, law, blah, 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 blah. So, really, for our Prime Minister, the kind of strategy was a bit wrong. For Donald Trump, the seriousness just wasn't there. And even now he's saying, Alright, we're gonna like open everything up in 2 weeks ago. Man, we'll see. But you know, at the end of the day, we're fit, we're healthy here. In all honesty, we play a little bit of Russian roulette because my sister-in-law is a nurse at one of the big hospitals. I take her to work every day, I pick her up. My mom is here. We try to separate ourselves as much as we can in the house. We try to be as careful as we can because we don't really have much option, you know? Nowhere else for us to go and live, so we just have to be very, very careful. So let's get serious now. The numbers for Britain today were 181 dead. That's a big jump, and they all say it's going to get higher. And it's really thought-provoking. It's scary. Kind of constantly thinking, what happened if I got it? What happened to my family? The big what if. Could I bear it? Could I be brave? Could I be strong? Or will I be weak? All of a sudden, it's a big test. Right. Okay. Didn't mean to be slightly negative or sad, but I don't know, I'm just trying to say it as it enters my mind and process it and try not to say anything too controversial, but just be honest about what I see and what I feel and what I hear. Okay, guys, stay safe. Keep yourself apart. Wash your hands. Don't touch anything at all. Okay? Alright, bye.